What's up, boys and girls? It's Drakhl, and I told you we'd have something a little bit special today. This is the entrance to the Hall of Despair. It's going to be like a puzzle adventure. Not quite sure if it's going to be a hall or just a place on the server where we can go and laugh at people that try to complete it. But basically, this is the entrance and the first test or trap, whatever you want to think of it as. Now, I'm not quite sure how it's all going to fit together, but this is the prototype for it. And the idea here is you're going to have to cross this long hallway. So you'll probably be sprinting. What was that? Probably be sprinting. And you're going to have to avoid all the lava coming down from the ceiling. But not just lava like a normal person would have lava columns coming down. No. These are going to be like lava droplets, and there's going to be so many of them. It's probably actually going to cause a lot of lag, but it's still going to be really cool. So the idea here is I have pistons set up in an alternating pattern that will close off each of these gaps. It's one up because the ceiling is that bottom block there. I don't want the pistons visible. And there'll be lava over top of this. And when the pistons de-extend or retract, lava will fall through, but they'll only retract for a very short amount of time, only allowing a very tiny lava droplet to come out. So it's going to look really cool, first off. And second, it's going to be really difficult to actually get through. So I'm going to wire these up. Let's wire one side first. Well, I might as well wire the whole thing, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to need here is a pulse limiter, which is no problem. I can make one of those. And I need to connect both sides. Come on. Alright. Don't you hate when you place like one block out of place and it just drives your OCD nuts? Anyway, okay, so I'm going to need something like this. Alright. I have a torch on each of these. Alrighty. I'll probably do this with repeaters a little easier, but that's okay. It's not really a big deal. Alright, so now these pistons are extended. And let's extend the other side so I can place the lava in and see how that goes. Just like this. And torch here, torch there, torch there, there. Okay. Alright then, so it's going to be like this. Now we're going to... Let's test this first and see how this works out. Let's get a bucket of lava, which is here. Okay. And it's going to go like this, that, so all the way down like this. Okay. Oh, by the way, I installed the lightweight chest protection for the server, so your chests and doors can be private now, which is really cool. Alright, let's make sure it's not falling through. Nope, okay. I wonder if I can make that look better. Probably not, that's alright. I can deal with the aesthetics later. Now I want to set up some sort of pulse limiter. We're going to test it on this side first, because... No, let's test it on this side, there's more room. Alright, now I'm going to need... like that, like that. Might need a repeater here somewhere. No, it should be okay. Alright, so we need a pulse limiter here. I'm going to need a sticky piston. Okay. Now, the best way to go about doing this. Let me do my standard pulse limiter, I guess. It's gonna have to be one up from the ground. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. And a pulse limiter limits the length of a pulse. So, for instance, when you press a button or a pressure plate, it stays on for a second or two, the power. But the pulse limiter, you can change it and modify it to whatever length you want between like one tick and however long a button press is. I forget how many ticks it is. So that's what it's for. You also have pulse extenders, which are a little bit different, but similar in terms of function. Okay. So we're going to have a repeater going in here, set to 1 tick. And we're going to have a button here. Oops. What am I doing? Button will be like so. And like that. Okay. Now all these will connect up. I might need a repeater. Let me check and see if this works okay. Okay. Looks good to me. So that's our pulse limiter. It's not connected, obviously. So let's try it with the pulse limiter. Just like this. And you notice when I have this like that, when I press the button, it stays on for about a second or two. That's the standard button length pulse. But when I have the pulse limiter, it's only going to stay on for 1 tick. Very quick, as you can see. In fact, I think I'll need to make it like 4 ticks for a lot of time to flow down. I might even need longer than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a clock to make this iterate and loop continuously. So how long is this clock going to have to be? That's a good question. Let's take a look. And of course all these pistons will have repeaters in front of them, so they're all different timings, so it's not like they all go off at once. They all go off it'll appear to be random timing, but it won't be. It'll be the same timing, but all of them will be different, so to speak. Okay. Shit, I forget which way I put these down. You ever when you put a piston down like this, ever get confused as to which way it's facing sometimes? I do that all the time. Then I have to put one down next to it and be like, oh, okay, that's good. So I'm a fucking retard. Okay. So let's try 6. I think that should be fine. Alright. And probably should move this closer. That's okay. Alright. Should probably get a repeater in here somewhere. It's right there. Actually, that'll mess up the timing, won't it? Yeah, well, that's okay. I'll fix that later. Okay, now here's our clock. I set all these to whatever I want right now. 4 sounds good. And we're going to put a button right here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. And let's see how this turned out. That's not nearly enough time. The lava doesn't even update. Okay, so good first test. I'm gonna need to extend the timing on this limiter here. Okay. I'm not quite sure how many I'm gonna need. Let me try 8. Nope. Okay. I'm going to mess around with this timing until I get it right. Turns out I don't even need the pulse limiter. Lava flows a lot more slowly than I anticipated originally. Because remember, I think water takes 5 ticks to go 1 block, so I guess lava is significantly slower. And also I'm having another problem. Notice how long it stays extended, but how short it stays retracted. That's a problem. So I have to invert this, I think, which is no biggie. So let me get rid of the pulse limiter since we won't be needing it. Gives me more space, and I'm gonna change this up and make it sticky pistons. So we'll have blocks in the ceiling. I'll just move these one back, and it won't look crap. Okay, so I have to invert this. There should be no problem. Okay. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. But lava seems to be... What's going on now? Oh my god, shut up. Peace. Okay. What's going on with this? That should not be happening. Why is there like a constant stream? This is very weird. This might be too long. Let me try it with a shorter pulse. I think one of the problems I was having was that I have like multiple directions the lava can come from. I really wanted to come from directly above the piston, so we're gonna try this and put lava in like each compartment. I think that'll work better. It doesn't, because all the different pistons seem to have different lava timing, and that's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Not just different timing, but like some of them come out in columns and some of them come out in little globs. It's a real pain in the ass, so we're going to try something like this instead and see how that works. And then I'll figure out the timing for that. Hopefully this will work better. Okay. Let's test this out. I have a little start-stop lever here. And I think I have to break. Yeah, I have to break this redstone to get it going again. That's okay. Okay. Not enough time. Alright, I'm gonna play with the timing some more. Well, this is a lot more like it, but I didn't consider that it would hit the floor and build up. I thought it would just disappear real quick, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this. I'll try and figure it out. Alright, this works much better. I added these little holes in the floor for the lava to fall into so it won't spread everywhere. So it's actually going to make it more difficult because you're going to have to, like, it's going to be like here and here. You're going to have to, like, pick your path and try to go, you have to try to avoid the lava pools but at the same time avoid the falling lava. So like that. I probably won't make it this difficult, but this is a good starting point to see. So yeah, see, sometimes there are gaps, like right there. Sometimes there's really big lava streams. So this is nice and fairly randomized. Well, it will be when I change all the settings. But I think this will work just fine. You have to watch below you and above you. It's going to be really nerve-wracking. Hey, you want to come test it? Oh, bastard. So I first thought of this idea. I think I saw it on a video by the Voxel Box, who are the guys that made the, ooh, yes, go in there. Who are the guys that made the, come here. No! There we go. Yeah, the Voxel Box are the guys who made the Deep Space Turtle Chase map with Captain Sparkles. And they build really awesome stuff on their server and whatnot. So, yeah, Piggy. Well, obviously we know that pigs can't get through. That's a plus. So yeah, they make really awesome stuff on their server, make really good custom maps and stuff. And I saw this in one of their short preview videos a while back. I don't know if they ever used it in a map, but I decided to invent my own style of it and incorporate it into some sort of fun adventure. So just imagine trying to cross this entire hall with... oh man. So I have to figure out how hard I want this to be. I'm really not sure right now, and I'll probably have some people test it to see just how hard it is. I know this is going to be way too hard, so I have to change it. But yeah. And then beyond this, there'll be more traps and puzzles and stuff, so yeah. Let me know if you have any ideas for the traps and puzzles that I can use further down in, because I'm sort of running out. I got a couple of ideas, but it's hard to come up with all this stuff on the spot. So yeah, this is the special project. I think that's all I'm going to work on it for tonight. I'll probably work on it again tomorrow. So yep, moving on. Alright, for the rest of the episode we're going to work on the XP farm. I think we finally got a way to deal with the spiders and without having to reconstruct it over there like I was planning to do and make that complicated spider separator. Excuse me. One of my subscribers called slashnine uploaded a video response to the last episode, and I'll link to the video in the comment or in the description. He came up with a way to make a spider separator up here, and that would allow me to kill the mobs here and kill the spiders directly above me. I didn't even realize that the spiders wouldn't fall through. I assumed they would. So I discounted that possibility, but apparently it does work. So we're going to do that, because that's fucking awesome. Now what we're going to have to do is get a whole bunch of signs, and we're going to put them right here, like that, all the way down the line, which is irritating as hell, but oh well, that's what has to be done. Probably could use ladders, but then I think the mobs would try to climb and be really irritating, so we're just going to use signs along the entire length of this hallway. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, tell me I didn't bring enough. No, I think I have just enough of these things. Okay. And on the opposite side, I think I need to make more signs. Okay. One thing I really wish signs, number one, stacked, obviously, but I also wish that they weren't so resource intensive to make. I mean, they take 6 wood and a stick for each sign, and they fill your inventory. Ugh, I hate them. But they do allow us to do a bunch of wondrous things with mob traps and whatnot, so it can't be that bad, right? You take what you can get. And here. And here, actually, I didn't need to make that much, but that's okay. I'll have some signs left over. Now, we're going to fill this whole thing with water. So, we're going to go over here. And I'm going to make, oops, an infinite water pool. Just like this. Okay. And we're just going to fill. Actually, I don't need to fill it, do I? I just need to have it flow properly. Did that go all the way down? I don't think it did. No. Okay. It's got to be a couple of blocks. Alright. So it's going to start here. So one of the challenges with this would be to make it longer, which can be done. You would just make it taller, 1 block up over here. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yep, good. Okay, so the spiders will end up right here, and I'll just whack them to death with my sword, which I don't have on my hotbar, and they will die, and that should work fine. So yeah, they'll be able to climb, go through the water there. The water will push them down to the end. And honestly, they probably don't even need to be pushed. They'd probably get there on their own. But it would it helps the knockback, so you don't knock them back too far when they're in the water. Okay, and there's another interesting thing that Etho figured out. If you put fence blocks underneath, like right here where these blocks are, the spiders will not be able to climb the walls. It's very strange, but that seems to be the behavior of the spiders. I decided against that because spiders are too wide, and if they're all down here, they would kind of block the passage of all the mobs. So yeah, I didn't really want them to do that. I wanted to separate them out. Okay, now we're going to see if this works. Appears to work just fine. Thank you, /9. This is definitely what I'm going to be using. As you can see, the water doesn't let them get knocked too far back when I hit them. Alright, so quite pleased with that. Now, a couple of things. I've been thinking about how to improve this this efficiency in general. Oh, by the way, when you're doing XP farming, you lose a lot of food on your food bar. just use the rotten flesh. It's a great way to replenish, and it's free. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to try to either wedge the mobs up against this spot so they all get wedged in there and I can just constantly click, because right now I'm knocking some of them back, and some of them are getting stuck over here. So I'm not quite sure how I would end up wedging them. Preventing them from moving back is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's going to work. So one thing I want to try to do is make this only one wide so they all come directly here. And since we have the spider situation dealt with, I believe that's quite possible. I would just put a block over there, like a couple, 2 or 3 blocks in there, and make it only one wide. I'm not quite sure how bad it would bottleneck them, but we'll try it out and see if it works. I'll probably do that next episode or the one after that. Now, I think... Oh, there's one other thing I want to try with this. For the water breaks, if you're not aware, this system has water breaks for the mobs right there, and all of the all the 5 holes that they come down, in order to prevent them from dying from the fall, so they actually make it to the XP farm. I'm going to move those up to such a degree that I want them to be a one-hit kill with a stone sword, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Just will take a bit of time to do. So that'll improve the efficiency somewhat. And that's really all I'm going to do with the XP farm. I'm pretty happy with it. If I had to do it all over again, I might use like Ethos method with the spawner. That's actually really cool and a really good idea, though it's more difficult to set up. Yeah, this is coming along pretty well. So that's about it for this episode. I wrote down a couple of things. What I'm going to do for the rest of the week. Today's Thursday. So Friday, of course, I'm going to be playing Skyrim. That's coming out literally tonight at midnight. So I'll probably play tomorrow morning and then release a video for Skyrim tomorrow. And then I have some shit to do, so I might release another Skyrim video on Saturday. But what I want to do is get the question and answers episode out on Saturday, hopefully. It's pretty much all done. I just need to do some recording. So yeah, I'm going to try and get that out Saturdays. I've been promising that for quite a while. I just haven't done it. So I'm going to try to get that out probably Saturday afternoon, and maybe a Skyrim video in the morning. I don't know. I'll figure that out. What else? And then Sunday, I want to do like a short tutorial kind of video on something that's really cool that I figured out a couple days ago. And then probably Monday will be the next LP episode. So usually I do my LP episodes like Friday and then do Monday, I think. I forget how I do it usually, but I want to get all those videos out this weekend. So it should be a pretty busy time. So that's at least 3, maybe 4 videos coming out this weekend. So I will see you guys tomorrow with a Skyrim vid. And I think that's about it. Oh, one thing that some people have asked me before a couple times, why don't you live stream Minecraft? Well, I thought about it, but I don't know, there's a lot of problems because when I play Minecraft, I don't really just play Minecraft. You know, I play Minecraft for a few minutes, I alt-tab out, do something else, play for a few minutes, then do something else. So it would not be a very interesting live stream, but if anyone's interested in watching me live stream, I don't know, let me know, because I don't know how I would do it in terms of, you know, when I would do it, would I have scheduled events, because I don't schedule any of my gameplay, so I can't say, okay, Friday at 7 I'll be playing. I can't really say that, because my schedule's all sorts up in the air. But, yeah, I'm not quite sure how that whole live streaming thing works. So, but let me know if you guys are interested, and maybe I'll try to figure it out. That's it for this episode, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.